So, as you know, in today's world of leadership, it's not about being a manager any longer. It's not about just assigning tasks and overseeing people and rating them exactly on what they've done. It's equally important to be a coach to our employees, to give them guidance based on who they are that's relevant at the time, and to move them forward and honor them and value them as individuals. I'll give you an example of a challenge that a leader had recently that was fun to address. So the leader was a fairly impatient person. They like to get things done. They like to check things off the list, show accomplishment, and move on. And during one-on-one conversations with his team, he would sometimes be tapping his finger or sort of bouncing his foot or maybe glancing over at email if the employee began talking about relationship kinds of things with others in the office or asking him about his weekend and those kinds of things, he was showing a little bit of agitation because he was agitated. He wanted to get things done. So, in going through the work that we do with strengths, we identified that this leader has a talent called achiever. Achiever is about getting things done, getting them checked off the list. And so, through conversations with the leader and the employee and better understanding their talent mix, and by the way, the employee had a talent called woo, which is all about sort of chatting and getting to know people, sort of very outgoing kind of conversationalist who enjoys that sort of thing. Well, these two talents were kind of conflicting a little bit because the leader wanted to get things done, the employee wanted to chat just a little bit. So, in working with them, the employee began to understand that the leader first needed to be sure things were on track. And so we designed a simple coaching form, basically an agenda for the employee to come prepared for their one-on-one, showing what they're working on, how it's going, and what they need from the leader. And that was the first thing they talked about in their one-on-ones. And then they moved on to conversations that were softer, that were less about work or less about specific actions and things they were working on. Both individuals, the leader and the employee, felt better. They better understood one another, and they no longer tended to sort of get irritated or feel less valued with one another. The leader was then being a successful coach as a result of that. I think that's one of the greatest things about this set of experiences and these tools is that you as a leader become a more effective leader because you know yourself and you know your team members individually. I'd love to talk with you about it. If you'd like more information, you can contact me at john@corefocusconsulting.net. Thanks.